does that look like? Comfort at the end. To me, it felt originally like a death gasp. But it also, to me, which one is it? Is it a gasp of, I'm so happy that my story is being told? Almost like she is already passed, but she's looking down. Or is this that she is passing right here at this moment? Oh no, I don't know. Hello and welcome. My name is Nick Flip. I'm a composer and a vocalist, and we're going to be finishing Hamilton today for part 10 or 8, and I forget which number. So with that in mind, we are going to finish Hamilton, and then I'm going to give my overall thoughts on the entirety of Hamilton. I have not thought about this yet. I have thoughts about it as a composer, and I would love to share them. And that's going to be after we finish the show. Who knows what's going to happen until then, so I'm keeping everything open. I didn't prepare this at all, so it's going to be off the cuff, just remarks about the show. Here it is, the finale of Hamilton, the musical. And if you are interested in supporting my content, hit the sub button. It helps me a ton. If you're really interested, you can check out my Patreon, in which I will be recording more different musicals. And also, if you want to recommend something of your own, just do it. And I'm also making my own musical, and my first arc is going to be released very soon. So, with that in mind, let's get into it. The finale of Hamilton.
The election of 1800.
Can we get back to politics?
Please.
Yo, every action
I was thinking the same thing.
has its equal opposite reaction. John Adams shat the bed. I love the guy, but he's in traction. Poor Alexander Hamilton, he is missing in action.
This is Madison.
Now I'm facing Aaron Burr with his own faction.
He's very attractive in the North. New Yorkers like his chances.
He's not very forthcoming on any particular stances.
Ask him a question that glances off, he obfuscates, he dances.
And they say I'm a Francophile. At least they know I know where France is.
Thomas, that's the problem.
Did that happen? I remember when some politicians in the recent history didn't know where certain places were, and they get lambasted. If you don't know a certain place, it's pretty much career ending.
See, they see Burr as a less extreme you. You need to change course. A key endorsement might redeem you.
Who did you have in mind?
Don't laugh.
Who is it?
You used to work on the same staff. It might be nice. It might be nice to get Hamilton on your side.
I love this. Familiar theme.
Nice to get Hamilton on your side.
Oh! I thought he was moonwalking. He's having a great time, huh?
Charm her. It's 1800, ladies. Tell your husbands, vote for her.
Is he running for president? Also, he is in such a great mood, and he's also back to his old ways. How interesting. And then, is it going to be once... Oh, things just clicked, and I don't want to say. Uh-oh. The beginning... I'm just going to say it. The beginning of the show. Burr's going to be against Hamilton. And in the beginning of the show, they kind of foreshadow what happens. I hope that doesn't happen.
Well, he's gonna
I think it
lose.
has to
That's
happen.
just elitist.
And Jefferson in love with France.
Yeah, he's so elitist. I like that.
Elitist, true.
I can't believe we're here with him.
Oh.
Seems approachable. Like you could grab a beer with him.
Dear Mr. Hamilton, your fellow Federalists would like to know how you'll be voting.
What? This is cool.
Dear Mr. Hamilton,
Aww.
John Adams doesn't stand.
That's sad.
Who are you promoting? It's quiet of Jefferson over. We know it's lose-lose. Jefferson over. But if you had to choose,
Jefferson or Burr?
John Adams doesn't stand a chance.
He doesn't even care.
Well, if it isn't Aaron Burr, sir.
Oh my god, it just dropped the beat. That's like musical equivalency of dropping the beat. Dum, bum, dum, dum, bum, dum, dum,
You
Alexander,
created quite a stir, sir.
I'm going door to door.
Openly campaigning, sir. That's new.
Honestly, it's kind of draining.
Burr,
Sir,
is there anything you wouldn't do?
no, I'm chasing what I want. And you know what?
What?
I learned that from you.
Aww. That's nice. Kind of some closure with their friendship there.
It's up to the delegates.
It's always
It's up to
a
Hamilton.
Yo! The people are asking to hear my voice.
this happen
He's facing a difficult choice.
in the Federalist Papers?
Ask me who I promote. Jefferson has my vote.
And he became the president.
We have fought on like 75 different fronts. But when all is said and all is done,
The betrayal.
Jefferson has beliefs, Burr has none.
That is crazy. That is absolutely insulting. For someone, I mean, I'm blown away actually that I thought that they were friends enough that Hamilton has developed some respect for him. This is kind of like that moment in anime where it's just like, I've never liked you and we've never been friends. I've always hated you. Shoutouts to if you know what anime I'm talking about. I've hated you my entire life, right? This is that moment where he kind of just let his true colors out. I've never appreciated your, commentary. He pretty much just said that.
Well, I'll be damned.
Well, I'll be damned.
I'll be damned.
The swagger.
Hamilton's on your side.
Oh, he's Jefferson. I said Madison before. Don't yell at me, please.
And
You won in a landslide.
Congrats on a race well run. I did give you a fight. I look forward
Savage.
to our partnership
our partnership.
as your vice president.
Yeah, right. You hear this guy? Man openly campaigns against me. Talking about I look forward to our partnership.
Can you imagine if they
Crazy
tried that
the guy who
these
comes in
days?
second gets to be vice president.
Ooh, you know what? We can change that. You know
This is when they changed that. That's funny. I can't imagine that right now. I mean, the election for America, if at the time of recording this, isn't like a week. It's probably already happened, and there's probably already a winner actually when this video gets not copyrighted. Please, I haven't made $1 on these videos. And what's funny to me is, can you imagine if like whoever wins in the American election that they ask the person that loses to be the vice president? I don't think that would ever happen in this country.
Because I'm the president.
This is when it changed.
When you see Hamilton, thank him for the endorsement.
The hard T. He just got upsetty spaghetti.
Hamilton, an arrogant, immigrant, orphan, bastard horse.
Oh my
Somehow
God, the
endorsed
first
Thomas
song.
Jefferson, his enemy, a man he's despised since the beginning, just to keep me from winning. I wanna be in the room
Oh my
where it
gosh, this is so
happens,
cool.
the room where it happens, the room where it happens. You kept me from the room where it
The
happens
minor version.
for the last time.
That's one of the coolest beat drops I've heard in any musical. Oh my gosh. It's like a waltz. I've never heard any song ever drop into a waltz. It's not actually a waltz. It might turn into one, but the 3/4 time signature change there, that's insane. Hold on. Let's make sure I go back to. I muted it. Yeah, I freaked out too much about that. I'm sorry. I've never heard something like that. This is so cool.
Somehow endorsed Thomas
This
Jefferson,
what's it
his
called? I
enemy,
forget.
a man he's despised since the
Strenuto?
beginning.
What's the term for strings when they do that?
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens,
The growth.
where it happens. You kept me from the room where
Listen to
it
this beat drops.
happens for the last time.
2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3.
Dear Alexander, I am slow to anger.
Oh, it's so
but
good.
I toe the line as I reckon with the effects of your life on mine. I look back
This
on
is
where
so
I
good. This is
failed,
like my
and
style,
in every
man.
place I checked, the only common thread has been your disrespect.
Oh.
Now you call me immoral, a dangerous disgrace. If you've got something to say, name a time and place, face to face. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Bird.
Mr. Vice
That was awesome. That was awesome. Musically, it's insane. It went to a 3/4 time signature, which means is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then on top of that, he just became like the way he's been singing at the end of that was very robotic because he's reading, because he's writing. It's showing that he's like him being robotic, and the way he's singing is showing obviously he's annoyed and really upset. But he's also like on paper right now. So it's hard to delineate feelings when you read that. So he kind of showed that in his like very robotic singing. I love that, the picture painting.
President, I am not the reason no one trusts you. No one knows
Still in
what
the
you
3-4.
believe. I will not equivocate on my opinion. I have always worn it on my sleeve. Even if I said what you think I said, you would need to cite a more specific grievance. Here's an itemized list of 30 years of disagreements.
Oh my God,
Hey,
he's
I am not
ruthless.
shy. I am just a guy in the public eye trying to do my best for our republic. I don't want to fight, but I won't apologize for doing what's right. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A.Ham.
Careful how you proceed, good man. Intemperate indeed, good man. Answer for
This guy not only just like Hamilton has not only just ended his career, but he also ended his like potential careers, which is insane. Like it's insane. He just destroyed this guy. Why? He wasn't a jerk. Like Bill Burr was pretty nice, but why did he go so far of his way? I know he probably actually never liked him, right? And he always hated his philosophical thoughts. But you would do this to someone that actually liked you? Like, wow, this is ruthless.
the accusations I lay at your feet, or prepare to bleed, good man.
Your grievance is legitimate. I stand by what I said. Every bit of it. You stand only for
I
yourself.
love the bars.
It's what you do. I can't apologize because it's
It
true.
is
Then
true.
Stand, Alexander. We hawking. Dawn. Guns. Drawn.
You're on.
I have the honor to be your obedient servant.
A.Ham.
A.Burr.
I mean, duels have not gone well on this show so far. I mean, one did, but he didn't, right? He's not with us anymore also. So it's like duels, like, I don't know like the historical context of this. Is this actually how they went? I don't know. This is the same theme as before in the sad song.
Alexander, come back to sleep.
I have an early meeting out of town.
In the sad song but from before.
Dark outside.
I know. I just need to write something down.
Yeah.
Why do you write like you're running out of
Sad.
time? Come back to bed. That would be enough.
I love her the way they introduce her
I'll be back
theme.
Before you know I'm gone.
This I mean,
Back to
don't lie again.
sleep.
This meeting's at dawn.
Well, I'm going back to sleep.
Hey. Best of wives and best of women.
Awkward.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Here it is again.
7, 8, 9. There are 10 things you need to know. Number 1. We rode across the ocean at dawn.
Bringing
My
back
friend William P. Van Ness
theme.
signed on as my
number 2.
Hamilton arrived with his crew. Nathaniel Pendleton and the doctor that he knew. Number 3. I watched Hamilton examine the terrain. I wish I could tell you what was happening in his brain. This man has poisoned my political pursuit.
They really like duels.
Substitutes die and no one shoots. Number 4. Hamilton drew first position, looking to the world like a man on a mission. This is a soldier with a marksman's ability. The doctor
Do you hear the
turned
background?
around so he could have
Celeste?
deniability.
What is it?
Now I didn't know
Vibraphone?
this at the time, but we would hear the same spot.
This is the woes.
Is that why?
Sorry, the woes in the background are actually being played on a vibraphone. Da, da, da. If you listen really close to the back, I'm going to back it up so I can get all the words that I missed while I was listening to the background.
Number 4. Hamilton drew first position, looking to the world like a man on a mission. This is a soldier with a marksman's
Did you notice that?
The doctor turned around so he could have deniability.
They have to, right? I'm
Now,
pretty
I
sure they have
didn't
to.
know this at the time, but we would hear the same spot your son died. Is that why?
The descending
He
chromatic.
examined his gun with such rigor. I watched as he methodically fiddles with the trigger. 7. Confession time, here's what I got. My fellow soldiers will tell you I'm a terrible shot. Number 8. Your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight. They won't teach you this in your classes, but look it up. Hamilton was wearing his glasses. Why? If not to take deadly aim. It's him or me. The world will never be the same. I had only one thought before the slaughter. This man will not make an orphan of my daughter.
Why would you even do it in the first place? Both of you, you have children. You have children. It's not about your little upsetty spaghetti time with each other. It's about your children, right? And only did Hamilton realize that after, right? And of course he knows that going into this, and we kind of already know the outcome, but he knows that going into this, he's possibly going to make an orphan out of his daughter. Like, is it really that worth it? I know you guys like your politics and stuff, and that's pretty much your career, but come on. I mean, even this guy on the left here is like, I don't think you should do this, buddy. Like, that's the face he's making. Like, I don't know. What the heck? I'm thinking.
In the eyes, they know higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10.
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this where it gets me? On my feet, several feet ahead of me. I see it coming. Do I run or fire my gun or let it be?
Oh, the bullet's traveling.
There's no beat, no melody. Burr, my first friend, my enemy. Maybe the last face I ever see. If I throw away my shot, is this how you remember me? What if this bullet is my legacy? Legacy. What is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. I wrote some notes at the beginning of a song someone will sing for me. America, you great unfinished symphony you sent for me. You let me make a difference, a place where even orphan immigrants can leave their fingerprints. Rise up, I'm running out of time, I'm running and my time's up. Wise up, eyes up. I catch a glimpse of the other side. Lawrence leads a soldier's chorus on the other side. My son is on the other side. He's with my mother on the other side. Washington is watching from the other side. Teach me how to say goodbye. Rise up.
He's just, okay, sorry. I don't want to interrupt, but he's going off. He's just like a manic state. He is just, his life is flashing before his eyes. Oh, what a way to picture this. It's so empty. There's a very light in the background, and it's like I'm just waiting for this pain to end, like, because your brain just hears this and it doesn't feel comfortable, right? You hear this and you're going, like you're just always constantly when you think back on this moment, you're gonna feel like you've been breathing in this entire time, like is it gonna actually? And then finally it happens, and then, but you're just waiting. It's a perpetual wait. Oh, my goodness.
My son is on the other side.
Who writes like this?
My mother on the other side. Washington is watching from the other side. Teach me how to say goodbye. Rise up, rise up, rise up, Eliza. My love, take your time. I'll see you on the other side.
Ugh.
Raise a glass to freedom.
No!
He aims his pistol at the sky. Wait! I struck him right between his ribs. I walked towards him, but I ushered away. They rowing back across the Hudson. I get a drink. I hear wailing in the streets. Somebody tells me you'd better hide. They say Angelica and Eliza were both at his side when he died. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. History obliterates
In every picture it paints me in all my mistakes. When Alexander aimed at the sky, he may have been the first one to die, but I'm the one who paid for it.
Oof, what a line.
Survived, but I paid for it. Now I'm the villain in your history.
Before we end, I just let that. I need a second. Give me a second. So Hamilton's dead, and the beginning of the song, the whole thing happened. He shot him. This is why, because he insulted him with 30 pages. I mean, honestly, a little bit. Hamilton's kind of looking for that. I mean, he accepted the duel too. He also put his pistol up to the sky. It didn't work for his son, but he had to follow suit, right? I mean, that's what he told his son to do. Why wouldn't he do the same exact thing if he, even though it didn't work? I mean, how hypocritical would it be if he didn't do that, And Burr's right. I mean, what introspection. He is the villain of the story for Hamilton. And one could say the good part of America. I mean, when did this end, this dueling stuff? This is insane to me. I'm a firm no violence person, unless, of course you ask for it. But there must have been a better way, right? Must have been a better way.
I was too young and blind to see.
Ooh, beautiful.
I should have known the world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me.
Such a light head voice. It's beautiful.
The world was wide enough for both Hamilton and
me. He didn't say it. Why did the thing say he said it? Hold on, back up 1 second. Did he say me?
for both Hamilton and
He does, but he doesn't resolve it. Can this pause? You would expect it to go Hamilton and me, but he doesn't. He keeps it on this Hamilton and me. That is beautiful crunch. It's painful. There's not enough closure. There's no closure here. Do you feel closure? You shouldn't, because it's not supposed to.
Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory.
And he's gone, right?
Have no
Yeah, he's gone in this.
control. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story.
I love that line.
I'll give him this. His financial system is a work of genius. I couldn't undo it if I tried. And I tried.
He's a great actor. This is so crazy.
He took our country from bankruptcy to prosperity. I hate to admit it, but he doesn't get enough credit for all the credit that he gave us.
Zing zam.
Every other founding father's story gets told. Every other founding father gets to grow old.
And when you're gone, who remembers your name? Who keeps your flame? Who tells your story? Who tells your story?
I put myself back in the narrative.
Ooh, back to Burn.
I stop wasting time on tears. I live another 50 years. It's not enough. I interview every soldier who fought
Should have
by
50
your
more years after this?
side. I try to make sense of your thousands of pages of writings. You really do write like you're running out of time. I rely on Angelica. While she's alive, we tell your story. She's buried in Trinity Church near you. When I needed her most, she was right on time. And I'm still not through. I ask myself, what would you do if you had more time?
Yeah.
The Lord in his kindness, he gives me what you always wanted. He gives me more time.
Oh, Okay, yeah. Okay, the composer's going off right now. This has got to be the end. And things are just ramping. It just he's making variations on familiar themes, which is always a great way because you get people interested, but then you change it just a little bit. But it's always progressing forward in the changes. It's cool. Listen, we just did a huge key change for no reason.
What would you do if you had more time?
Love that line.
His kindness, he gives me what you always wanted. He gives me more time. I raise funds in D.C. for the Washington Monument.
Tells my story.
I speak out against
He's back, baby. Let's go.
You could have done so much more if you only had time. And when my time is up, have I done enough?
I love how the story transitions to Eliza. Woo.
Oh, can I show you what I'm proudest of? I established the first private orphanage in New York City. I helped raise hundreds of children. I get to see them growing up. In their eyes I see you, Alexander. I see you every time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will they tell my story? Oh, I can't wait to see you again. It's only a matter of time.
The I love that. No, they meet because she passed. No, they didn't. Why does that look like comfort at the end? To me, it felt originally like a death gasp. But it also, to me, which one is it? Is it a gasp of, I'm so happy that my story is being told? Almost like she is already passed, but she's looking down? Or is this that she is passing right here at this moment? Oh, no, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. Is there an answer? Is this the end of Inception where it kind of like you don't know the answer to the whole plot of the entire show, right? Is this a mystery? Like, do people talk about this? Because there's two possible endings, right? That she passed and she's finally back with Hamilton. But then why are they together right here? They meet, she already passed, right? Am I looking too far into this? And she's kind of looking into the audience, breaking the fourth wall, realizing that her story is being told, and she kind of seems happy here, right? That looks like closure. That's closure to me. I mean, like shocked and like, oh my God, but then the closure after. So I'm leaning towards that she's shocked that her story is being told. And this is her story. Well, you find out in the end, because it originally felt like Aaron Burr's story from the beginning, but it seems like at this point it's her story. So, all right, let me just quickly look. I'm gonna give my whole opinions of it. Yeah, it's got to be the end. I'm gonna skip. Yeah, amazing, just simply amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna skip the bows and whatnot. I doubt there's any more story, but my thoughts on Hamilton. Let me see if there's like an end screen. I like it when they have end screens and I could just put up the end screen. This is good too. Bam, a little bullseye. That's cool. All right. So for my thoughts on Hamilton, the musical, I've seen many musicals. I'm a composer. I write my own. I'm writing my own. I've been a music teacher for 10 years now, and I have a master's degree in music. So I'm going to take a look at this from a very musical standpoint. Hamilton the musical, and I keep saying it like that, but Hamilton the musical to me is an amazing piece of literature, an amazing piece. Just because this is me personally, I enjoy musicals that have depth. And it's not the surface level depth of like happy, like it's happy and then it gets sad and then it's happy again and yay, we've got a story. That's kind of what happened in this, if you look at the ending as happy. But that's not where this story actually is told. The cool thing about this story is that it tells another story that's real, and it makes that story enhanced. People look at history and they look, history's boring, right? I mean, you learn that in school, and it's an unfortunate thing, but actually history is one of the coolest things out there. It's amazing. Like, the stories told by the people that came before us, I think, are the most worthwhile stories that need to be told. My camera dead? And with that in mind, this musical brings musical theme into telling the story. So, of course, someone like me that loves music, and someone like you, obviously, that loves music, is going to gravitate towards the amazing themes to tell this beautiful, wonderful story. Even if you're not a fan of history, you should be captivated by the way that this story was told. The themes that come back, the writing, first of all, is fantastic. I'm not a fan of hip-hop in general. This isn't hip-hop to me. Remember when if you were part of the whole thing, the first time, even when we did the first 2 animation videos, I listened to it and I was like, I like it. It's good. It's cool. It's just hip-hop, so I'm not really going to be able to comment musically on it. But actually, it's really not hip-hop almost at all. It's really like musical. It's musical. And with that in mind, it goes through themes, it goes through different cadences, it goes through different ideas, it tells different parts of the story. Yes, a lot of it is hip-hop in nature, but it's actually not. There's mostly melody. Only the first couple songs are really just spoken. A lot of them introduce thematic ideas, singing ideas that are recurring. And the cool thing about it, it's kind of like when you have like Eminem's rap. Like, there's Eminem rapping, and then there's like the cool refrain that comes back now and again. Even like, there's plenty of rappers that do this, but that sung chorus always comes back, and it attaches that feeling to you. It attaches that feeling of what was happening at the time, and then it attaches that cool singing motif that you're singing along to. And so you have both worlds. You have the feeling of what's happening, the rapper's emotions. Camera. And then you have the catchy lyric, so you're singing the catchy lyrics, and then you're thinking about what's going on, and then it just creates emotion. So Linda Moran, LMM, this is amazing. It's really amazing. I have to say it's amazing. I came into this thinking that it's overhyped, right? I mean, a lot of people hype this up a lot, especially in the musical world. Like, for me as a teacher, I mean, the amount of people that were like pushing me to watch this musical, it turns me off. I don't like that. But when I hear it, it's wonderful. I wish I listened to it earlier to get earlier commentary about it for my own personal growth as a musician and a composer. But it's fantastic. It really is. It's so encouraging to hear a different ideaed musical come out. The one I'm working on right now has different ideas in it. It has like some sort of video game sort of feelings in it, and I love that. And then attaches musical ideas through that. But this one has hip hop, and that's to its credit. That's not normal to musicals at all at the time, especially. So overall, I would say this is an amazing. Thank you for the subscriber that subscribed and interrupted me. Thanks a lot. And it was fantastic. I am so captivated by the story. Like, part of me wants to even read like more about this, because I want to know like if it's real, if it's all real, because it's good. It's kind of like when you watch like the Titanic and then you read about the Titanic. Like, that's what an amazing what an amazing movie that brought me the enjoyment to watch it, to read more about it. This is accomplishing that. So I think it's an amazing success of a musical. Amazing success. And by the way, one thing, this is personal for me, I super appreciate the work of the founding fathers for America. If you're not in America, you don't have to care about this at all. But it does give a very, very positive idea to what happened. It was crazy. It was very difficult, right? Kind of looking back at that, it's even more even more crazy when you attach a lot of what was going on in this musical to it. So 10 out of 10, really, really good. Amazing work. If I actually gave it a rating though, like instead of just saying 10 out of 10, a rating, I would say this is very good. I would say probably by the way, you have no idea what my metric is, but I would say it's probably like an 8 for musicals. An 8, maybe a little bit higher, even 8.5. At one bite, everyone knows the rules. So really good, amazing music, very good, and I love the way it reintroduced ideas throughout the entire show. Amazing. So with that in mind, that's gonna be the video. That's gonna be the series. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit the sub button because we're gonna do more musicals. If you have any other content that you want me to react to, make sure you just check out the Patreon, and you can recommend some stuff from there. And besides that, I'm working on my own musical. If you're interested to see what I'm writing and you want to roast it or give it some light, then hit the subscribe button. You'll be seeing some stuff pretty soon, I'm sure. So with that in mind, that's going to be the series. I hope to see you again. And with that, I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye. And a huge thank you to all of my patrons. All of you make this possible. I appreciate all the support.
The flip, the flop, the flippity flip, the flipsy-tee, flippinator. You got the flip on the left, you got the flip on the right. That's the flip, man. The flip, the flop, the flippity flip, the flipsy-tee, flippinator. You got the flip on the left, you got the flip on the